Hi everyone, welcome back to Hime-sama LOVE Life, episode 8. So we got some intimate moments for Yahiro. So first with Ruya, and that came from Ruya finding his secret stash of H images and videos, and Chisa giving Ruya the wrong ideas. So going to Latifa. So after Yahiro helped Latifa find Ohagi the dog, I think Latifa wanted to pay him back somehow, and given that, well, I'm his older half-sister, I must treat him tenderly like I am his official true older sister. And now we come to Maika. So Maika had another altercation with a student, and the student was kind of taunting Maika. So just because you're a princess, it doesn't mean that you have all these rights and privileges to make us look bad or show off. And now I'm not sure what's going to happen now. So Yahiro will talk to Sakuno, so Maika's maid, about what to do. So I'm sure Sakuno knows about what happened.
Yahiro-sama, お勉強お疲れ様でした。
So, Yahiro-sama, thank you for your hard work. So what's wrong? So do you have any business at school?
いえ、マイカ様を迎えに来ただけです。
No, so I'm here to pick up Maika-sama. So, is Maika here?
いいえ、ここで待っていれば必ず出てくると思っているのですが。
So no, and let's see why. So Sakuno's like, but if I wait here, she'll eventually come out. Okay. And it's more like she's already home.
マイカ様がですか?
Wait, Maika-sama? Yes. So actually, something happened this morning. Okay, so Sakuno does not know about what happened. And I briefly explained what happened in the morning. Or what I saw.
そうですか。
Is that so? And her expression did not change much, but Sakuno-san seems to be thinking about it.
マイカ様はご自分の立場を嫌っておられます。
So, Maika-sama hates her role. And I stay quiet and listen.
周りから色眼鏡で見られると、怒りの感情より悲しみの感情の方が勝ってしまう。マイカ様はそんな女の子なのです。
So, when people around her look at her with colored glasses, their sadness wins out over the anger, and Maika-sama is that kind of girl. So Maika hates being a princess. A girl. Well, I'm not really conscious of it, but even if you are princess, you're still a girl.
ヤヒロ様、もしマイカ様に会っても、しばらく放っておいてあげてください。
So Yahiro-sama, if you happen to meet Maika-sama, please leave her alone for a while. Huh?
時間が経てば解決してくれると思いますから。
Well, I'm sure this will be resolved, so just take some time. Okay. That may be true, but if you show me that kind of behavior, I can't leave her alone. So, if she looks all down, I want to help her somehow.
お優しいのですね。
So you're kind, aren't you? And it's not like I am criticizing her, but I feel like she's looking at me with a warm gaze. But for now, let's go back home. And to be honest, I had no idea where Maika would be. So if she's not at home, then I'll just go look for her. And let's see what else Yahiro says. So, Sakuno-san, please make whatever you want for dinner.
わかりました。では、ヤヒロ様にお任せいたします。
Okay,
この
I
まま
understand.
マイカ様の好物を買ってから帰りますので。
So I'll leave this to Yahiro-sama, and for Maika-sama, okay, so I'll go buy Maika-sama's favorite food and then go home. Understood. So I'll go home then. And after saying goodbye to Sakuno-san, I start running. So I went home once, but Maika's shoes are not at the entrance, so it's obvious that she's not home yet. And after putting down my bag, I left the house. So Maika, where did she go? And judging from Io's story, it's hard to imagine that she's staying at the academy, so she's not at school. But for now, let's find a place where she can be alone. So, did he end up finding Maika? So as far as I know, I searched for places where I could be alone, but Maika is nowhere to be found. So, time passes, and before I know it, the sun had already set. So, where did Maika go? And come to think of it, I don't know Maika's cell phone number, and I'm sure Maika won't share it with Yahiro. So when I got home, Sakuno-san will definitely contact me. And while thinking about such things, I passed by the side of the park. So there. And okay, so she was not there earlier when I was looking at the park, but that is... Hey, so what are you doing at a park like this? So it's sunset. So are you a laid off office worker? Huh? So sitting idly on the park bench is unmistakably Maika.
私が何してたっててめえには関係ねえだろ。
Okay, so what happened has nothing to do with you, so leave me alone. Well, if you don't have any club activities, come home quickly.
そんなの私の勝手だ。
Well, that's my decision. Wait. So Maika raises her voice as if she notices something.
お前、もしかして私を探してたのか?
Wait, so do you mean that you were looking for me? Well, if you don't hide, then yes. So I was looking for you.
誰も頼んでねえよ。
Well, come on, so don't tell anyone. So just like you have not returned, so I was going to search for you, right?
理屈言うんじゃねえよ。
Well, don't quibble. And that's surely you.
なんだと?
What do you mean? Well, we live together, you know? And if you come home late, it'll be hard, or everyone will have to wait for you before they can eat dinner.
関係あるかそんなの。私は好きであの家に住んでるわけじゃねえし。
So how is it related? And also, well, I don't live in that house because I like it. So I don't feel that I belong there, and I didn't want to be there in the first place. Well, even I'm not leaving you at home because I like you.
だったら出て行ってやろうじゃねえか。
And then why don't we go out? Well, can you go out and do it by yourself? And in order not to object, I speak up quickly. So I'm just asking if you can live alone even if you don't have a place to live, and Sakuno-san will help you. So can you be all by yourself?
そんなのやりゃどうとでもなるっつうんだよ。
Well, if you do that, you'll be fine. And saying those lines after you tried them...
いちいち細かいやつだな。
So he is a very detailed guy. And it's clear that his voice has changed and he is in a bad mood. Well, even though you can't do anything by yourself, you can't do nothing but boastful writing.
ごちゃごちゃうるせえんだよ。
Well, just shut up. So it's all a mess. And just when I thought I had closed the gap, in no time, she kicks me from the side with great speed. And that hurts Yahiro. In the moment I thought to dodge it, Maika's kick stops midway. So Maika kicks her foot in the middle and stops. Okay? And there's no doubt that she or the incident in the morning had an effect. What? So you can't even perform a single kick?
てめえなんか蹴る価値すらねえんだよ。
Oh, so you're not worth kicking. Damn, so you are a little kid who can't do anything.
ちびっこだと？
Wait, so you're calling me a kid? So she looks small, and so her body, her chest, they're all small, and she doesn't look like a woman either. So if you're frustrated, try and be more girly like Ruria or Lati-san.
どうして私が誰かの真似しなきゃいけねえんだよ。
So why do I have to imitate someone? So why do I have to copy those two? I want to be myself. So you're saying it's because you are not girly, you octopus helper?
てめえ。
Well, you. And whether you are a princess or a farmer, it does not matter to me. Well, I'm a freeloader at my place. Oh, so you're a freeloader at my place. No one but Wang Man Maihua. And judging by Maika's expression, she seems to be quite angry and energetic. And just because you're great does not mean that everyone will care about you.
誰も気を使ってくれなんて頼んでね
So I didn't ask anyone to take care of me. And that's why you're not paying attention. So this Surpeta infant figure?
私はそんなに幼児体験じゃねえんだよ。
Well, I'm not that childish, says Maika. And this time, Maika does hit Yahiro. So at that moment, Maika's right leg reaches my pit with an invincible speed. Or it's like invincible speed. And that hurts. And the pain is so great that my body involuntarily turns into a dog leg.
生意気なことばっか言うからだ。
Well, it's your fault. So you say nothing but cheeky things. Okay, so she did hit me.
あ？
Yes. And it looks like things are finally back to normal. Okay, so the usual Maika. Huh? So, I just got to know you, but have no intention of caring about you in the same way as before, and I have no intention of distinguishing myself from everyone else. Wait, you, and that's all I want to say. And the pain subsided a little, and I finally stood up straight. Okay, so let's go home then. Sakuno-san should be waiting for you with your favorite food for tonight. Okay. So Maika follows me obediently as if she understood my intentions. Okay. So anyways, so what do you like to eat? Says Yahiro. And when I arrived at the front of this, or my home, I also smell a slightly fragrant smell, and I asked. So I like pizza and milk, says Maika. Oh, so you like pizza, right? Well, Io and I both eat a lot of pizza, so... Okay. And this is the smell that Sakuno-san is making, so she's baking pizza. And I can see pizza being baked in the oven. And I'm not sure if their oven is big enough, so... But the milk does not seem to have much of an effect. Well, I'm sure it's cold and you actually have to heat it up. And maybe it's powdered milk that gives you that effect. And since she's kept a stiff expression since she's gone home, I jokingly look at her body. Hey, so where are you looking? No, so I thought it's flat and pitiful. Well, you're not so petanco, so as to be sympathetic. Ah, yeah, I see. And it's all the same as usual, and I'm kind of relieved, so it's the usual Maika. So you look really good when you're angry. Well, I can't help it, so it's unnecessary. Well, anyways, so let's go in. So what's wrong? So for today... Yes? Well, thanks for today. And she says this without making eye contact. Wait, so what are you talking about? And this does not look like Maika. Well, I don't like to owe people anything. Okay, so... Okay, so I owe you something, and I'm telling you that I'll pay you back someday. Well, I didn't mean to owe you anything, but... Well, still, I feel like I owe you something, so I'll pay back. So, just... take as is. And she's pretty stubborn. Then, so do you want me to return your body? So at times like this, you understand what it means to return your body with your body, don't you? And I think that's not, or that's pushing it too much or too far. So Maika has a frustrated expression even though she's blushing. Ha 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 ha, just kidding. And that's not funny. And while I was talking, my elbow is suddenly put in the plexus. Well, you are still a pervert. And that's why, well, I'm just joking. Well, okay. Well, let's go inside. And while staggering, I go in. Come on, so don't be slow. Let's go, Yahiro. And it's the moment when Maika calls me by my name for the first time. Okay, so it is now 12 o'clock. And when I look at my computer clock, I realize what time it is for the first time. So, do I want to sleep? And before I can, someone knocks on the door. So I hear son knock. So who is it? And since it's the middle of the night, I quietly open the door. Hello, yo. Maika, so what's wrong? That. Oh, so the restroom is over there. Well, you idiot. So I know that. Yes, well, it's midnight, so it's midnight, so don't shout. Well, it's because Yahiro says weird things, and it makes it uncomfortable for me. Well, I'm sure you're joking, but anyways, so what do you want? That's why... She doesn't even try to make eye contact with me, and she's very articulate. Well, anyways, so come inside. So talking here might wake up Io. I understand. Okay, so Maika is in Yahiro's room, and I think she's like, well, I didn't think your room looks pretty. Oh yeah, so is this your first time entering my room? Yes. Well, I just moved here, and I haven't taken out all my belongings, so it might look nice. Well, that's a bad thing to say. Even though she says that while laughing, Maika's expression is somewhat stiff. So what's wrong? The fact that you come all the way to my room at this hour, is there something important you want to talk about? Well, that's right. And unexpectedly, my cheeks look discolored. So I thought I'd do what I just said. And what did you just say? Well, that's wise. So how should I say? I'm here to pay my debts. Oh, okay, so that's a good idea for Maika. Well, you're being noisy. And even though I don't think of it as loaning, there must be something inside me that I'm not satisfied with. So what are you giving back? No response. And her face turns red so much that I feel like I could hear a faint sound. Okay, so I guess this is a good place to stop for now. So I'm gonna skip the rest because it's best not to know how Maika will pay back the debt she owes to Yahiro. So a little hint, it's a partial H scene. And that's on top of Maika being very conscious and always yelling at Yahiro for being a pervert, and still remembering about the first time event. So when she crashed into him in an attempt to escape class or ditch school. So let's see how it is after Maika pays back her debt. So hold for a minute. Okay, so I'm back. So it's now the next day. So even though Maika did pay back her debts, she's still angry at times. And I don't think Yahiro and Maika are on good terms yet still. So there is still more to do. So anyways, what's happening now? So Yahiro's like, huh? So when I got out of the bath, I found Io leaning against the door of my room. Hey Io, so what are you doing? Huh? And for some reason, Io is staring at me in a crouching posture.
野生のお兄ちゃんが飛び出してきた。
So a young Oni-chan has just jumped out. Hey, so I'm not particularly wild. And besides, I didn't jump out.
どうする?
What are you going to do? Well, Io, so you were in your school uniform for dinner, but you haven't changed yet, so why?
ボール。
Ball. Come on, so listen to me.
イオはボールを投げた。
Io threw the ball. And just when I thought she's saying that, Io throws a rubber ball at me from close range. Hey, so what are you doing?
やったー。野生のお兄ちゃんを捕まえたぞ。
Yes, so Io has caught young Oni-chan. Hey, so Io, I'm gonna get angry.
怒ってるのはイオの方だよ。
Io is already angry. Why?
それに気づかないからお兄ちゃんは上履きに画鋲を入れられちゃうんだよ。
Because you didn't notice it, so Oni-chan will put thumbtacks in your slippers. No, well, I never used thumbtacks before, so what's with all this?
もういい。今からお説教だよ。イオの部屋に来て。
Well, that's enough. So Io will preach now, so come to Io's room. Wait, Io, so why are you angry? And at dinner, I don't think there's anything particularly unusual about this. Well, I can't help. So he does go to Io's room. So I knock on Io's door. So what is it?
なんなんだじゃないよ。
So you don't know? Well, I don't understand at all why Io is bending her navel.
お兄ちゃん、最近すっごく女の子の匂いがする。
Well, Oni-chan, you smell like a girl these days. Uh-huh?
それもいっ つも違う女の子の匂い。
And it's always a different girl's scent. Well, I didn't do anything.
嘘だよ。お姉キャラとして売り出したいの？
Well, that's a lie. Do you want to sell yourself as a one character? And why do I have to do that?
だったら匂いが移るくらい女の子の近くにいるってことだよね。しかもいっつも違う女の子の。
Well, if that's the case, you are so close to a girl that you can smell it. And it's always a different girl. Yes, that's... Well, I don't talk to girls that much in the classroom, but when I get home, it's just girls. And that's why I get the scent. And since we live in this place, it can't be helped to some extent, right?
仕方なくても嫌なものは嫌なの。
And even if it can't be helped, I don't like, or Io does not like things that she doesn't. Well, even if you say that...
うちに住んでるみんなのことは嫌いじゃないよ。でも、みんなを見てデレーってしてるお兄ちゃんは嫌い。
Well, you don't hate everyone who lives in this house, do you? But Io hates you, Oni-chan, who looks at everyone and says, "Hello." Well, do I look silly?
してるよ。今にもお風呂覗きそうな顔してるもん。
Yes, so you look like someone who's about to peep into the bath. Well, that doesn't matter. And after exhaling, I open my mouth. So what should I do after all? And while talking, I know what Io is demanding something.
もっとイオと一緒にいる時間を増やしてほしいんだよ。
Io just wants you to spend more time with her. Uh-huh.
みんなが来る前はいつもイオと一緒だったでしょ？
So before everyone came in, you were always with Io, weren't you? Yeah, well, we're siblings.
兄弟だよね。
So just siblings? And as soon as she heard the word siblings, so a serious expression comes into her mind. Io?
なんでもない。
Well, nothing. And she shook her head to shake off her serious expression.
じゃあさ、今はイオと二人きりだから、前みたいにいろいろお話ししようよ。
Well then, since you are alone with Io now, let's talk about various things from before. Okay? Well, it is true, so we haven't talked much recently. And that's why Io, I'll say, is jealous.
じゃあね。
Well then? And while fiddling with her cheeks, she shows a thoughtful gesture. Okay, so since we're here, I'd like to tell you something interesting.
そうだ。
Okay, that's good. Yes?
前から聞きたかったんだけどね。
So, Io wanted to ask this from before. What?
お兄ちゃん、イオをおかずにしてオナニーしたことある？
So, Oni-chan, have you ever done anything by using Io as a side dish? Huh? Wait.
なんで吹き出すの？
And what's with that response? Well, why are you asking this all of a sudden?
だって聞きたかったんだもん。
Because Io wants to hear the response. Well, is that an interesting story?
イオにとっては面白いよ。
It's interesting for Io. Well, I want to get the off topic somehow. or change the subject.
怒んないから教えてよ。
Oh, come on, so Io won't get angry, so tell her. Well, I can't because Io's my sister.
そうなの？
Really? That's it? Well, of course.
つまんないの？
That's boring. And I wonder if I reached the end of this.
イオはしたことあるのに。
Well, Io has done it before. What do you mean?
お兄ちゃんのこと考えてオナニーしたことあるよ。
Okay, so what did Io say? So yes, and let's see. So thinking about Oni-chan, she's done something to you. What is it?
もうそんなに驚かないでよ。
Well, don't be surprised. Well, okay, wait. So why are you suddenly coming out?
だって
Because... And a lonely shadow appears over Io's face.
イオは他のみんなとは違うってちゃんと知ってほしかったんだもん。
Well, Io wants you to know that she's different from everyone else. And a lonely color appears in her eyes.
みんな綺麗だったりスタイルが良かったりかっこよかったりするけど。
So everyone is beautiful, they have a good style, and it's cool, but... And for Io, I wonder if she's quite conscious of everyone who she's lived with. So all the other girls.
お兄ちゃんを大事に思う気持ちならイオが絶対一番なんだから。
Well, when it comes to taking care of Oni-chan, Io is definitely the best. Io?
だからもっとイオのこと見てくれる？
And that's why, will you look at Io more? Well, it's not like I have not seen Io, but
見てないもん。
you didn't see her. And she puffs up her cheeks and expresses her dissatisfaction as it is. Well, I'm sorry.
だったらお兄ちゃんがもっとイオを見るようなことするんだから。
Well, in that case, Io will have to do something that makes or make you look at her more. And what are you going to do?
お兄ちゃんがイオを見るとしたらエッチなことに決まってるでしょ？
Okay, so what did Io say? So, if Oni-chan sees Io, it has to be something a little bit more saucy, more H, I'll say. So I will skip this part as well. So once again, it's Io's turn, and she also ends up going to a partial H moment just for Yahiro to look at Io and at least see her in more favorable light. So obviously Io's jealous, and she feels that the other girls, they have better appearance and qualities, and they're using it to take Yahiro away from her. So, hold for a minute. Okay, so I'm back, and like Maika, Io is still not happy with Yahiro in the end. But anyways, moving on. So it looks like Yahiro has something planned, and it's called the cultural exchange party. And here Latifa is asking about it. So wait, so a cultural exchange party? Yes. So today the school gave us an explanation, and let's see what Yahiro also says. So oh, so did you talk to the other third years?
初耳です。
So So it's the first time I've heard of it. And at dinner today, so where everyone is gathered, I cut out the story that I was told. So anyways, how's Maika?
知らねえよ。だいたいパーティーなんて行きたくねえし。
Well, I don't know. And plus, I don't really want to go to a party.
マイカ様、今日はちゃんと最後まで授業を受けましたか？
So, Maika-sama, did you finish class today? So did you attend all the periods and not cut?
受けたってば。
Well, if you get it.
それならいいのですが、サボって連絡を聞きそびれたのかと思いましたので。
Okay, that's fine then. So, I thought she might have skipped and missed the announcement.
サボってなんか。
But anyways, so what is Sabo? So Maika, so you haven't heard... Okay, so you haven't attended all the classes, and I'm sure Sakuno-san is aware of that too.
わかりました。では、後で今日受けた授業のノートを見せてください。
Okay, I understand. So show me the class notes that you have. So if you skipped one of the classes, then I'll know. So Maika did skip school again. Maika silently starts moving her chopsticks when she let out a voice that sounds like a character taking damage in a fighting game. So, you are not listening to Io, are you? Yes? Well, even if it's called a cultural exchange party, it's actually something like a welcome party for Ruria.
そうなの？
Really? Yeah, well, that's what I heard.
個人的に私が挨拶をする時間が設けられているらしいのです。
So it seems that time has been put aside for me to personally say hello. So such privilege or such
文化交流と名がついているのに、なぜ日本文化に疎い私が挨拶をしなければならないのでしょうか。
Well, cultural exchange is the name of the game, and why should I, well, who is unfamiliar with the Japanese culture, have to say hello? Well, then again, it is a welcome party for Ruria, and as long as I heard the explanation from the teacher, I could only think so. So, explanation.
Yahiro-sama?
Yahiro-sama? Sakura-san asks me while Ruria and I stop talking. So, what is it?
話の流れから察するに、そのパーティーにマイカ様も参加しろということですか？
So, judging by the flow of this conversation, does that mean that Maika-sama should also join this party? Yes.
開催されるのはいつですか？
And when will it be held? The day after tomorrow, so it's urgent.
本当に急ですね。ルリア様が断れない状況をセッティングしてから声をかけたと考えた方が自然かもしれませんね。
So it's basically planned on short notice. And for Sakuno, well, it is really sudden, and it might be more natural to think that she called out after setting up a situation where Ruya-sama could not say no.
一国の姫と会う機会を設け、日本にいる海外の権力者たちを招き、学園の名前を売る。そういう構図が浮かびます。
So I can think of a scheme where you can create opportunities to meet the princesses of a country, invite foreign powers in Japan, and sell the school's name. So basically, they're using Ruria, her beauty, and her role as a princess to help promote the school. And then does it mean that Ruria will be used as a, I'll say like a mascot to attract important people?
確かに歓迎会ではあるのでしょうが、実際のところ権力者を交えて政治と経済の話ばかりになるのではないかと。
Well, it's certainly a welcome party, but in reality, I think it's going to be all about politics and economics with people in power. Is that so? And if that is true, I feel bad that Ruria is being used like this.
採用学園はそういうところです。留学生が多いのは多少なりとも他国との接点を持てるからです。
Well, that's how it is for Sayo School. And the reason why there are so many international students is because they can, or they have some contact with other countries. And is there a reason why there are so many international students in the first place?
パーティーが急遽決まったのもどこぞのお偉いさんの都合に合わせたのでしょう。
So the reason why the party was decided on a short notice must have been because of some high-ranking person's convenience. And if you think so, it makes sense that the party is suddenly set up. So Ruria, what are you going to do? So, are you going to skip?
いえ、政治や経済の話になっても平気です。それにフォンディーナにとっても有益なお話が聞けるかもしれませんし。
No, so I'm fine with stuff like this. So, I'm a princess and I deal with politics and economics a lot. And so it would be good to promote Fondina as well. So she is dignified and looks very reliable. So, is that okay?
Yahiro様。
So, Yahiro-sama? Yes?
では、私とマイカ様も参加させていただきます。
Okay then, so that means Maika-sama and I will also join in on this party.
私は行くなんて言ってねえし。
Wait, so I didn't say that I was going to go? So you push this on me.
ここ最近、マイカ様はパーティーの類に参加されていませんでしたからね。マナーを確認する意味でも参加していただきます。
Well, Maika-sama has not been to any kind of party lately. So, let's see. Okay, so I want you to participate and that will teach you some manners. So basically, you are being watched by other people, so you'll learn how to act politely.
わかったよ。
I see. Well, honestly, so don't listen to what Sakuno-san says. So how about you, Lottie-san?
ルリアさんの歓迎パーティーでしたら、私も参加させていただきます。
Well, if it is Ruria-san's welcome party, I'll be happy to participate.
ラティさん、ありがとうございます。
Well, Lottie-san, thank you very much.
いえ。
No, not a problem.
グス。
And what about Io? So Io, so why are you crying?
だって、イオは一般の人だからいけないんでしょ
So Io is a normal person, right? So she can't go, right? Well, I didn't say that, but you can't decide how many people to bring with you.
本当に
So basically, I didn't say that you can't go. I'm just wondering how many people will join this party. So, it is actually a welcome party for Ruria.
やったー
Okay, so I'll go. I'll do it. So, are you really that happy? So while everyone's like, I'll just go with Maika declining or objecting, Io is super happy to accept this invitation. And I'm happy. I see.
いいよ、みんながパーティーへ行ってる間にお家で靴磨きしてかぼちゃの馬車が来るのを待ってなきゃいけないのかと思ってたよ。
So Io's wondering if she should shine her shoes at home and wait for the pumpkin carriage to come while everyone else is at the party. Oh, so be the Cinderella girl. Wait, so are you Cinderella?
クージョ、イオだよ。
No, I'm Io Kujo. But the way that Io is talking about, that sounds like Cinderella. Well, I know. And Io is not doing it on purpose, but she's seriously stupid. Was more like Io's too imaginative.
皆さんとご一緒できてとても嬉しいです。けれど。
Well, I'm happy to be able to be with you all. So... Huh? Maria, so what's wrong?
私、日本での文化やマナーを本でしか勉強していないので、失礼がないか不安で。
Well, I've only learned about Japanese culture and manners from books, so I'm worried about being rude, or maybe being out of context. Really?
本で読むのと実際に立ち振る舞うのは違うと思いますし。
Well, I do feel that whatever I read in the book is not the same as actually acting it out. That's true. Well, I guess that's true. There you go.
髪型はやはり文金高島田ではないといけないでしょうか。私言い方が今一つわからなくて。
So, does my hairstyle have to be Bukin Takashimada? Well, I don't know how to make it happen. Well, I'm sure being too fancy or elaborate, that's going to make you really stand out. And I'm sure the books that Rhea reads, that's like examples of perfect attire and grooming. And it's not reflective of the majority of people and how they dress up. Wait, so isn't Bukin Takashimada the hairstyle you wear at a kimono wedding? So you're mixing things up.
ですが、日本でのパーティーということはいわゆる宴ですよね。
So are parties in Japan called banquets? Well, is that so?
それでは普通のドレスで参加するわけには。
Well, if it's a banquet, then I can't participate in my usual dress, so I have to actually be formal. Well, you don't have to worry about it so much then. And since it's a party for foreigners, I don't think it's particularly necessary for Ruria to be dressed in a kimono or a furisode. Says Latifa.
ラティさん、
Lati-san?
私でよければパーティーでの日本的な振る舞い方をお教えしますけど。
So, if it is okay with you, I'll teach you how to behave in a Japanese manner at a party. So, I have some experience.
本当ですか？
Really?
はい。けれどパーティーと銘打っている以上、服装に関して和装にこだわる必要はないと思うんです。
So, yeah. So, as long as it is called a party, I don't think it's necessary to dress up in a kimono. So,
ではドレスで構わないのでしょうか？
so just a dress is okay?
はい、問題ないと思います。私もドレスを着ていくつもりです。
Yeah. So, I don't think there's a problem. And I'm gonna be in a dress as well.
わかりました。ではラディさん、 パーティーの際の日本的なマナーをいろいろと教えていただけますか？
Understood. So, Lati-san, can you tell me more about Japanese manners at parties? Okay. And it is really helpful to have Lati-san here. And what's wrong with Io? So what's wrong?
ドレスなんて持ってないよ。
Io doesn't have a dress. Oh, that's right. So, is it okay to be in your uniform then?
嫌だよ。イオにとって一世一代の大舞台だよ。
Well, no. So for Io, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So Io has to dress nice in some way. Well, no. So you're not the main character. So you don't have to be as special or formal like Ruya has to.
パーティーなんてもう二度と行けないかもしれないし。
Well, it's a party and Io might not get another chance like this. Well, I can't say anything about that.
乱交パーティーしか参加できない人生なんて真っ平だよ。
Well, Io does not want to be in a party where she can only participate being in her underwear. Well, no one said that you should be dressed like that. So no one said that you can only be in your underwear because you don't have a dress.
恥ずかしげもなく何言ってんだよ。
Hey, so don't be shy. So what are you saying? And Io's words make Maika's cheeks blush.
マイカちゃんはどんな格好で行くの？
So, Maika-chan, what are you going to wear?
私は
For me?
ドレスです。
So, she has a dress.
ドレス着なきゃいけないのか？
Wait, do I have to wear the dress?
当然です。マイカ様とて姫なのですから、それ相応の格好をしていただかないと。
Well, of course. So, Maika-sama and I are both princesses, so we have to dress accordingly. So, we have to be like Lati and Ruya.
わかったよ。
So, Lati-sama and Ruya-sama. I understand.
サクノさんは？
And Sakura-san?
私はメイドですので、このままの格好で伺います。
Oh, so I'm a maid, so I'll be in this outfit.
ほらほら、イオだけドレスもメイド服もないよ。
So, only Io does not have a dress or a maid outfit. Okay, so then you stick to the uniform.
嫌だよ。イオも可愛いドレス着たいのに。
Well, Io wants to be in a cute dress as well. Well, no, you don't have to. So, if you don't have it, then it can't be helped. So, that's the only good alternative.
私のでよければ一着お貸ししましょうか。
Well, if it is okay, you can borrow one of mine, says Ruya.
嬉しいけど、ルリアちゃんとじゃサイズが合わないよ。
Well, I'm happy, but my size is not the same as your size.
そうですよね。
That's right.
私はお前に貸すドレスは持ってないからな。
So, me neither. I don't have a dress I can lend you. Maika opens her mouth in response to Io's glance.
マイカちゃんのだと胸がきつそうだから借りても着られないよ。
So, if I borrow Maika-chan's dress, it'll be too tight on my chest and even so I won't be able to wear it.
余計なお世話だ。
Wait, so you're making fun of me. So, thank you for taking care of me. And for Lati-san, so obviously it'll be too small. So, well, basically, no one else can fit into Lati-san's dresses. Okay, so what idea does Io have? Yes?
いいこと思いついちゃった。
So I just thought of something good. Like what?
秘密だよ。
Well, secret. and I don't think you're playing anything weird.
久しぶりだけど、多分大丈夫だよね。
Well, it's been a while, but it's probably okay. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the rest to the next episode. So we'll see what surprise Io has for Ruya's unexpected welcome party. So hopefully it is not something weird or strange to the point where it makes even Yahiro uncomfortable. But then again, that's Io's usual attitude. But at least we said even Io and Maika, they both have feelings for Yahiro. And, well, it's more like Io's jealous and Maika, despite being angry, aggressive, she does understand Yahiro to a point. So anyways, with that in mind, I'll see you in the next episode.